Hello, Scorpio. I'm hoping you guys are doing well. We're going to go ahead and start your January 2021 reading. We will be using the horoscope spread, which covers different areas of your life. So, of course, take the message that resonates with you, leave the rest. For those that are interested in the extended reading, you can find the link in the description box below. What does Scorpio need to know for January 2021? Now, for the early Scorpios, the ones that are born 23rd of October to 25th, 26th. This is going to be very interesting because Saturn and Jupiter is challenging placements that you have in Scorpio. It's tension, but also it's very rewarding. So let's see, what do the cards want you to know? January 2021 for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising horoscope spread. All right, the Queen of Cups. It can be you, it can be the person that you are associated with. Well, someone wants to rush in. Is it the Queen of Cups, or in this situation someone towards the Queen of Cups? We will see. But there's this urge to communicate. There's a lot of manifestations with the Magician. It's mostly regarding the communication part of it. Someone being aware of their capabilities towards this Queen of Cups and rushing towards her. We will see. Ooh, we have the Five of Cups. That's Mars in Scorpio, by the way. We're starting with a lot of Scorpio energy. We have the Five of Cups, the Seven of Cups. Mars in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio. We have the Chariot. The Star is very nice. The Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. What's going on here? Ooh, the Tower. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Queen of Wands, behind the scenes, the Four of Wands, and overall the Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Wheel of Fortune promises you that there's going to be a lot of changes, especially if there's been something here stagnant. Now, when I was pre-shuffling, I was getting a lot, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So that it looks like in the past here, or the overall energy right now that is going on, is that you're holding back, you're very apprehensive. It may be that some of you are working hard to save money in this case, but there's this energy that someone wants to take a leap of faith. So this Wheel of Fortune tells me overall the situation is that kind of taking a risk or things that are supposed to happen. There's always a little bit fate with the Wheel of Fortune, random changes that you cannot expect, but they're supposed to happen. So expect this situation, something here. As I mentioned, the tension may be here because of these placements as well, but in the end, it's something that is supposed to happen. Destiny driven, shake you up a little bit, especially because we have the Tower. But let's look at you. There's something sadness here. This may be because this is the first house. It may be that someone is sad over you in this case, or you have a lost love, an emotional type of loss going on. And it is happening, I have to say, because the seventh house is your partnership house. There's big changes in that. There's shakeups when it comes to you, your partners, or one-on-one connection. Some of you, again, realizing a connection that you have. There's the Five of Cups tells me that someone is regretting something or is missing someone. The Tower, though, is, I'm looking for one moment. Let's look at your romantic house. It's the fifth house, the seventh house, and eighth house. Eighth house belongs to you. Romantically, I feel like you're holding something possessively. You're not taking a chance. You're just holding towards it, not opening up, not wanting to show vulnerability, which the Five of Cups, to me, it's a lot of showing vulnerability. It's someone that cannot get past whatever they've lost. Again, because this is also how people see you. This may be the impression that you give. But this tells me that in the end, something will come out here regarding this romantic partner or a connection. Something will change. It is supposed to change in this case because, again, with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like it's a roller coaster or an emotional whirlwind type of situation. You seem defensive, though. It's so interesting because if we look at the second house and the eighth house, your money, your possession, your desires versus your shared resources in this case, or intimacy, you both have in these houses, you have sevens. Taurus versus Scorpio. It doesn't have to be that you're dealing with a Taurus, but these are the aspects. I'm getting the sevens are always about overcoming the obstacles, very mystical, very spiritual. There's a lot of desires, there's a lot of fantasy of what you want to accomplish, but at the same time, you know that this is not easy. There's obstacles and challenges that have to be surpassed. You are ready to stand your ground, especially regarding a connection, or regarding for the ones here that are in a connection, marriage, long-term partnership. There's some type of obstacles that you are willing here, no matter what, in this situation to kind of overcome and saying, you know something, I can take it. To me, the Seven of Wands here is a very courageous energy, but it does deal again with the connection or shared resources that you feel like you have to be defensive. Maybe because of this Tower moment here that is coming and shaking you up. Things will never be the same when it comes to a partnership. Things will change. It may be your beliefs, how you look at a certain person, or they're coming here and surprising you. It can be a blessing in disguise as well. I've seen the Tower, especially because this is open enemies, this is hidden enemies house, and there's no hidden enemies here. You have the Four of Wands. It's very much reconciliation from the past, things behind the scenes for some of you, accomplishments. So I feel like in a way this may be a surprise that you did not expect, but it is a pleasant surprise. For others though, watch out regarding, again, when it comes to a person that is coming towards you and you feel attacked and you need to defend yourself. Now, what's happening in your money house, in your wealth, material wealth, how you take care of yourself as well here, how you spend for some of you. I have to say, like, it's a little bit, the Seven of Cups is so indulgent. It is Venus in Scorpio, it's very intense. You might have many options, many dreams, many possibilities, but you maybe feel overwhelmed when it comes to how do I make money, what do I desire, what do I want. It has to do with your emotional aspect about it. So it's not something that you're thinking clearly, especially, again, it's for the collective, but take it as it resonates individually. Because this is such an earth house and it's all about tangible things. The Seven of Cups, it's mostly about daydreaming and the possibilities, and it's very emotional. So I feel like that may be a little bit confusion here. What satisfies you emotionally, at the same time, how do you bring these two worlds together when it comes to the tangible, to the security? So you have options, you have possibilities, but it looks like there's a little bit of fantasy going on there in the second house. Many desires. What's happening in your environment? Some of you may be traveling. Some of you may be buying even a car with a Chariot, but overall, I feel like this is, you are very determined. Your style of communication. Some of you may be receiving very quick communication. It's just having this courage to go forward. It's like you have a direction that you feel in your mind that this is what you need to take, this is what you need to do. Again, as I mentioned, for some of you, it's just short trips or movement. You're looking good at home in the fourth house, especially when it comes to your comfortable zone. In this case, when it comes to your family, there's hope, there's a healing and reconciliation when it comes to your home. Romantically, I have to say, like, I feel like some of you here already have a person that you're holding possessively, or in this situation you have put certain boundaries, you're holding back. This to me is not the person that is ready to go out and date. It's Sun in Capricorn energy. So I feel it is about stability, it's about security, it's about you putting boundaries when it comes to your romantic life. This is also when it comes to having fun. Again, I don't see that particularly with this card. It's just you saving yourself in this situation or holding back for something. And I feel, again, it may be because there's a connection with the Two of Cups here, and maybe because of the Tower, you are afraid of what will come, what will happen if you take a risk. Remember, the Five of Cups is starting this reading, so I feel like it has to do with a certain emotional loss or desires that you have and options. But again, I'm looking at you kind of holding back then. Some of you are concerned regarding your day-to-day routine or your work. It may be a concern because, as I mentioned here, you're holding back of what will happen if I take this risk, if I want to go forward. Remember the possibilities and the dreams. And even when it comes to your vocation, your career, there's something about an emotional situation going on, and you are concerned that if you go with this intuition, if you go with this creativity, that you will be left out. It looks like that you are very afraid that something will happen financially here, and again, you will kind of lose something important. regarding your coworkers, regarding your job, regarding your day-to-day. Is this energy of, will I be abandoned? Will I be left out? Will I go through financial crisis? Maybe some of you, especially because this shakeup is happening in your marriage house, in your commitment house, or even business partnership, you are afraid. You are afraid that there's going to be, if this is not you, this may be a person here that you coworker as well that is going on. Again, this is a very important, it's a major arcana in the 7th house. So there's going to be some type of shakeups and sudden things happening, big changes, big changes in that area of your life. In this case, you do though feel like you're ready to take on anything that is coming towards you. You feel an intimate connection, but again, there's boundaries. It looks like someone has to kind of build a wall or not let people come in. That's what I'm getting with that 8th house. And this, I'm getting this with you, Scorpio, a lot for January. Not because you don't feel a connection, because actually you feel a connection very strongly. It's just that I feel like you are not just fearful, like you feel like I cannot do this because something will happen, and it kind of hurts you. I feel like it hurts you, and the desires are there, but you kind of feeling defensive about it. If you're dealing with any person long distance from you, they feel a connection, a spiritual connection with you. This may be that some of you may be finding love here from someone that is not near. It's distant, international. Also, this may be your belief that, again, someone has to connect with you where you both have a kind of common interest, especially when it comes to cultural things or optimism and faith in this case. But there's definitely a connection that is coming in the 9th house. Career-wise, occupation-wise, when it comes to your reputation, how people see your achievement, the Page of Cups tells me that there's very beautiful kind of learning here, again, to trust your intuition, which you are a very intuitive sign. In this case, learning, again, to go with it. You have visions for the future. You seem very creative with the Page of Cups, and learning, again, to kind of accept that creativity and go forward with that. The Queen of Wands is coming in the 11th house. This is friendship. This is also visions, networking, social groups. This is a leader of a group. The Queen of Wands is very attractive. Now, if you are the Queen of Wands, I feel like you are going to feel very confident when it comes to leading groups, blogging, networking, social media, whatever it is that you find you are good at. This also may be that, again, a friend here finds you very attractive. There's a certain passion going on. Behind the scenes, we have success. Now, what's hidden, the hidden pleasure here or desires, is that there's someone that wants this engagement, that wants this reconciliation. There's an achievement that is happening behind the scenes, or again, secretly. What are the secrets that are being hidden? There is a desire for engagement, commitment, or we're talking marriage for some of you. Again, it's kind of hidden in this case. Subconsciously, though, that's what you want. That's what you desire as well. That's why I've said, like, you feel like you have to let go of certain things, but you cannot let go at the same time as well, because you feel this connection. Now, I'm going to go through each sign. So if you're dealing with an Aries, Taurus, and so on. So we will start with the 5 of Cups. If you are dealing with an Aries, there's a sadness, there's regrets, there's loss, there's farewell. I feel like someone is crying over this situation and they cannot let go. If you're dealing with a Taurus, with a Venus in Scorpio here, there's a lot of infatuation, a lot of desires, a lot of daydreaming, feeling overwhelmed because of these desires. Again, look at it as a fantasy going on between the two of you. If you are dealing with a Gemini, with a Chariot, they want to come forward. They're ready to make their choice. They want very much here to go to the next level, charging in. Making the next whatever type of project they have, or whatever they want to accomplish. If you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, this is very beautiful. You both are hopeful. There's a lot of healing going on with the star. So you and Cancer are good. It's major arcana. Actually, both major arcanas with Gemini and Cancer. So both of these, I feel like it's this next step. That's what I'm trying with Gemini, next step, and hoping here with Cancer. You and Leo are holding back. You're not opening up. At least that's the energy with 4 of Pentacles. There's a lot of not showing vulnerability. There is a certain sense of possession as well, but it's kind of not, I don't see any type of taking a risk with a Leo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they feel left out. They're afraid of rejection. there's a sense here of abandonment. If you're dealing with a Libra, well, this can go both ways. It can be that finally, again, both of you kind of had enough, especially if there's been a lot of hiding or not showing each other, but the foundation is crumbling down. There's chaos. It's Mars. There's a lot of assertive energy, also desires as well with the tower moment. You and another Scorpio, you are both stubborn. You're both courageous. You both feel like you have to overcome obstacles when it comes to each other. You and Sagittarius have a connection. You have this soulmate connection or this union. You're mirroring each other. You and Capricorn have very beautiful energy. The Page of Cups, an apology in this situation, or again, they're expressing their love, opening up, telling you how they feel. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they have a lot of passion, attractive energy, bold, charismatic type of energy with the Queen of Wands. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, it's so beautiful. With the Four of Wands, reunions, engagement, they want to be together. They want to offer some type of commitment, in this case, towards you. And again, as I mentioned, though the Tower is here, I feel like it's a blessing in disguise. Things will change. You will have to overcome a certain emotional loss here. But again, there's hope that is coming as well. So it's beautiful. I really hope this does resonate with you guys. For the ones that are interested in the extended, I will just go over again one more time and get a little bit deeper into the spread. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.